All right. Good morning, everybody. This is the third day of our goal setting series. And I know that we've been going through the first day, the second day, and today is the third day. Please, you have to go back. But today, I just want to refresh us before we go into some so that you get to understand what we've been doing. We've been talking about goal setting. And in goal setting, I've told us that goals are more spiritual than physical. You need to understand it. We go in depth to explain why I said it's more spiritual than physical. And then in goal setting, I said you must have a vision for your life before you can set goals and achieve them. You must have a vision for your life. So people don't understand what visions are because this is so important. Without a vision, there is no way for you to set goals that will come to fulfillment because you are not setting that goals based on the person you are. You are setting the goal based on what the word is saying. I will explain that. Because the man of vision is a man of purpose. A man of vision is always deliberate in all that he does. But the most important thing is, what is vision? Because many people don't know what visions are. So I told you that vision is what you are now by reason of what you say. Many see visions as what will come in the future or who they will become in the future. And I told you there is nothing like that. If I can't see a reflection of who you are now, or who you think you want to be now, then it's an illusion. Any vision that resides in the future is an illusion. You ask an 80-year-old man, what's your vision? He said, this is what I will be in future. And when I get to 80 years old, you add a 10-year-old, he said, vision is what I will be in future. You add a 20-year-old vision, that's what they've been telling. They say leaders are the future, the youth are the leaders of tomorrow. There's no tomorrow. Go to a restaurant every time, they say, no credit today, come tomorrow. You go back there tomorrow, you are seeing the same thing, no credit today, come tomorrow. You go there next 2 weeks, no credit today, come tomorrow. So when is tomorrow? There's no tomorrow. Any vision that you have that resides in the future is an illusion. It's not a vision. If I can't see the reflection of who you are now, who you want to be now in the present, you may not, it's not about money. You may not have money. You may not have anything. You see a man of vision, I explain. You are happy because of what you are seeing. That this is me. I don't care what the word says. I don't care what it. So you need to have a vision. Whenever I want to open a company or anything, or establishment, organization, we have vision, we have mission, so that the company will know where it's going. But as human beings, we don't have one. We don't even know where we're going. Many don't know. They are just going through life without a vision. Imagine that. It's absolutely wrong. Every time, oftentimes the world is looking for a visionary so that they can copy. But you only copy the act. Because the things you see is a manifestation and expression of what is inside. Visionaries don't have competitors. We only have those who complement us. That you stay and somebody now go and become a global ambassador and you are not yet. It doesn't matter, you are not competing. You are simply expressing your vision. You know where you are going. You're not competing. We have those who complement us. The world is always competing up and down. That's why they're having problems. Where you are going is different. This one is going his own way. I'm going my own way. So why should we compete? Why should we compete? We complement each other. Our visions are not the same. So the drive will not be the same as well. So I told us that we have moved into the mystery of goal setting. I explain what is a mystery and then goal set and what is a goal. You know, whenever you see a topic, man, you need to dissect it. That's the way I do. What is mystery? We talk about, we say that it is something you cannot explain. You, not another person. Another person know it, but you don't know it. So it's mystery to you. And then we saw that goal setting is at the thought processes and the physical activities that you engage in so as to increase your self-worth to produce values that supersede your target. Wow. This, on a statutory standpoint, this is goal. This is what goals are. So people forget about the thought processes that go through in setting up a goal, and the thought processes that go through in making it to work, and then the physical activities you need to do. You need to know what to do every day, every week, every month. These are things you engage in. And when you engage those things, you will become. It will increase your self-worth. You now become a man of value. And that value will help you to supersede your target. This is awesome. I got this, I define wisdom in the statutory goal in the statutory standpoint, man. That's the day I start achieving goals. And then I understand, okay, it has to be in line with my vision. And I'll connect it to you today, for you today. Then when we have a contestant 1 and contestant 2, when I use it to explain, for those of you who are not here that day, if you're not, maybe you go back to the lesson to understand what we did in order to get this. Because these two, what happens is that these two have different vision. One, just like, okay, let's look at it in a network marketing aspect. There are people who come into network marketing not because their vision have anything to do with seeing life transformed. Their vision have nothing to do with, changing people's life, being there for people. In this industry, you have to keep loving people, right? And then you need to put God at the center of what you do. Now, if you don't want to see life change, if you are not the kind, if your vision is not in line in changing lives, that's your vision has nothing to do in that aspect. Like you want to stand there and then talk, change people, because there are people who are doing 8 to 9 or 8 to 5 or whatever time, or 9 to 6 or 9 to 5 job. They've been asking, I've been seeing about this. I want somebody who will help me, who will direct me, who will show me the best way to go. They don't want to make mistake in starting up a business. They don't want to stay starting on their own. They are there. And if your vision is in line with that, you will set goals in any company that you are building. Because once you become a global ambassador, there are so many who will become president. There's some regional presidents will be there. There are so many regional, global ambassadors, senior managers, team leaders. People will make money. Life will be transformed. People are building. You are seeing them. You are happy because you are fulfilling your vision. But there are set targets and goals that you set. That's why I said your vision, is what makes you to continue. Even when men talk bad at you, you still keep loving people, still keep doing what you're doing, because your vision makes you happy. While those ones are saying things, but maybe you try one thing, that's why I say you stubborn with your vision, but be flexible in your approach. We have set goals in companies, what you want to achieve, and those companies didn't last for you to achieve those things. But yet you continue moving to another company and still building. You love people. But now, these contestants too, this guy, just maybe his vision is in line, let me say, in having big conglomerates, that he wants to be an entrepreneur, but not in the area of helping people like in network marketing, but he wants to build big companies. He wants to build this. He wants to do all that. So now, he now saw a way where they tell him that we'll get $100,000. So he didn't want to go through those activities, just like somebody knowing the skills of prospecting, knowing the spirit of, inviting, knowing this, getting into the skills of presenting your this thing, inviting, follow up, all those things and all. He didn't want to do those skills. That's why the contestant one start doing those things, because it's in line with his vision. But this one, let me just go there and do the thing and make that money and go back and start building my companies. I don't like all these things. I don't think people insulting me, talking, and when I still want to help them. No. Have you seen why goals are not achieved if you don't know your vision? So many will not go through what we look at here, when we look at the thought processes, the physical activities that you need to do, the thing you need to learn to make it, because it's not in line with your vision. What you need is the money. Maybe so many are coming into next gen because of the target. That global ambassador, the target is the house. The target is the Mercedes. Not even about people's lives that will be transformed. Not even about them. It's not of their business. What they want is just that target. So when you tell them, go and prospect, go and say, this thing is for you people, network marketers, I'm not, but you want to be a global ambassador. The thing is that he has not even know his vision. So how can he say, and when all of us are doing affirmations, the global ambassador is you'll be doing the same thing. But now, go through the physical activities that will make this thing. He's not interested. That house, you see that house in Turkey, my own will be in London, oh no, my own will be in Dubai. Oh no, it's not Dubai. You'll be calling where it will be, because I'm going to Global Ambassador. Now, follow the physical activities that will get you there. Engage in it, that will increase your self-worth, so that your value, when you show up in the marketplace, you'll be the preferred choice. He said no. So because I talked to you then, I said, what are you doing to yourself when no one is watching? That when you show up in the marketplace of life, you are the preferred choice. So many set goals. When we said, if this I come now, let's set goals. Everybody will just bring their people who set goals, and all that. So we said, global ambassador or nothing. That's where we begin to affirm it. But now, is it in line with your vision? That's why attrition setting in network marketing. People come with different reasons. The money. Okay, they promise travel. They promise. I talked to us about, some trees of life. I talk about the red. I talk about the blue, the green, the yellow. There was a time I talked about that. I talked about what they want, what they like. So these are personalities, different personalities of people. But let's not go into that, because that's another long lesson. But now, I want you to get me. If you're getting value now, I want you to put 777. If you are getting value, I'm trying to communicate something to you right now. If you're getting value, I want you to type 777. Because if people don't follow the thought processes, the physical activities that will help them achieve a goal, you need to find out what's their vision. Because if they understand their vision, it will help them to know, this thing I'm doing now, somebody who said, I want to be the best footballer that ever lived, just like the person here. He said, I want to be the best footballer that ever lived. That's the contestant one. I am the best footballer that ever lived. That's his vision. The best basketballer that have ever lived or come out of my country. Now, he knows the vision of what he wants. Now, he'll be going tournaments by tournaments now. So there's something he always do to himself. But because of what? His vision. He knows he can't get there without practice. So when they do the general practice, he will go back on his own and be doing practice. What is propelling him to do that? The greatest footballer that ever come out of either from his community or his country or whatever. That's the vision. You can see the company that will say that they want to be the #1 company. when it comes to their industry in Africa or in the world. That's their vision. So now, what you have to start doing is to start living that life as a company. Everything you act, whatever it takes, you begin to do. So now as women, you start doing that. Then they call it, maybe there's a tournament that comes up. So once that tournament comes, he has to set goal for that tournament, but it's in line with his vision of being the greatest. Now, when he goes to that tournament, you need to have a goal for that tournament. And the goal is to be the best player of that tournament, number one, and to win the trophy as well as a team. Maybe if it's a team sport. But for him, he wants to be the best player. For him to be the best player now, that's the goal he has given to himself. That's the target. Whatever that is going to be attached to him with that being the best player is the target. Now, what the activities is going through, those physical activities, those things that you do to increase his self-worth, all of them is gearing towards him being the best player of that particular tournament. But at the same time, that is what will make him one of the greatest of his days, which is his vision. But now, if he failed to be the best player of that tournament, he has done something to himself that he's even getting closer. He always behaving in that manner of being the best player that comes out of his region or whatever. So whatever goal that you set in next year, global ambassador, you achieve it. You are not done yet. You have to continue because your vision will continue till the day you left this earth. So you will not say, okay, let me do, but the people that are setting target to make money and live, once they get the amount of money that they need, if they actually do that, they will leave. They will quit immediately and go and start their business. Because this is not their terrain. This is not their terrain. Their terrain is different from seeing people's life change. That's why you see some people in your team, you are talking to them. You know, it's as if, why is this person here? All he wants is money. And if he's not getting it, you tell him he's quitting. If you don't show if you show the people the money, say, okay, no problem, they will come into your organization. Now, once they come in, and they are not seeing the money, maybe the money is trickling small. They said, no, they don't understand that, you know, when it gets cooler as you go to the top. So as you start, the money comes little by little. Don't worry too. But because he doesn't have that mind, all his own is that, oh, well, you show the person, if you come in the next 6 months, you are going to make, let's say, $1 million, 500,000, 100,000, whatever you call it. That's what he comes for. He didn't come, his vision is not here. What you just need is that money. So always know your people, because what you need to do is to have a plan for yourself. Have a plan for your leaders, the leaders in your team, and have a plan for the entire organization, your entire team, because we need to do something to make sure that we as a person, we have a plan. You know where you're going. That's why when people say they are not interested anymore, you understand that, okay, if you know, you can give that person a little lesson. Sit the person down and talk to the person. Find out where their minds are. What's your vision? But please, just be very careful, because you are going to rough feathers. There are things you tell someone, you now find out that I don't even know where I was going. In this life, I was just like, you know, anywhere they told me, I just faced. All I just need, I thought life is all about making money and then be spending it or be building it or be buying things. You just have to continue until the day you die. So there's no vision guiding them. So why do you think that they will do something different here? They will not. And no matter what you do, you are just missing it, because they don't understand what you are talking about. Their mind is in another thing. Please, if I'm making sense, I want you to type 777 again. I want to understand if I'm making sense, because there's a lot that is going to happen in 2023, but you need to brace up for what is happening. Because if you don't do that, you will not know when these things are happening and what you need to do. Because people have different things that they come here for. We have A+ goal, We have B plus goal, and we have C plus goal. But telling you how to do all that is different, because anything outside you is just a target. But anything that will increase your self-worth is a goal. Because you need to know how to do all that. Because I don't want to go straight to tell you how to set goals. But you need to know, why am I setting this goal? You need to ask yourself the question, why am I in next gen? Is it in line with my vision, or I need money from here? You need to be realistic. And then if you are looking money for here, so next gen is part of you have a financial goal, and then you are feeling that you will get it from next gen in order to do what you want to do. That's a different thing. But when your vision is in line in changing lives, seeing life transform, seeing people come out of poverty. See, there are different visions that makes people to stay put in network marketing to build it. Because in this industry, you have to be the sponge that will absorb all the negativity. You know that as a leader, some negative thoughts, negative feelings, some people feel you are not doing much, you're not helping, you are not doing this, you are not doing that. Man, it's happening. You need to brace up so many things. But it's when it's in line with your vision, you don't care. You move on. You still go into other things and still bring people in. Despite all the negative thoughts, despite all the attacks. You know why? Your vision is there. You are stubborn with your vision, but you are flexible in your approach. That something failed does not make you a failure. All you have to do is to find another way to make it happen. Are we following? So now, today, as we are here today, I want to show you how to set workable goals. Despite we have A plus goal, B plus goal, and all that. To me, the word fake it until you make it, is wrong. As good as it sounds, as people are talking about, it's born out of ignorance for me. It's because they don't know what vision is. That is why they say that. You are living in the reality of your vision, but I don't want you to be bragging. You brag about what you done. That's not it. That's not fake. Maybe that's what they mean by fake it until you make it. No, you don't need to come out. Maybe if you come in now and tell somebody you make $2 million last 2 months, and you know it's a lie. That's brag. But now, what we mean is that you living in the reality of your vision is that you are paying. As if you're already in your vision, because it's what you are now by the reason of what you see. So they may not see it in you. You may not be wearing the best clothes. You don't have the best house. You don't have the best anything. But the way you do, the way you talk, you are not bragging, but you are really living in the reality of your vision. That's what is important. So now when it comes to how to make goals, you have to make your goal so big that it can contain God in it. I want to take it another dimension this morning. I want you to open your mind. We still have time. Little, yes. Make your goal so big that it can contain God in it. There is a God factor in everything. Yes, you can say, okay, what of those who don't know God, who are not Christians? I'm talking about, well, God created them, and the gift of God are not without repentance. Yes, life is governed by laws and principles. They know those laws, they know those principles, they are following it, and God is helping them. I understand that. Because, I told us the other day, I said that if you want to win in life, you must master how the mind works, and then walk in harmony with the laws and principles of the universe. Once you master that, whether you're a Christian, a Muslim, it doesn't matter. But when you're a Christian, it gives you an edge. Make no mistake about it. It's just that Christians most times don't know the power we carry. The power we can wait because of we have that connection with God. So make it so big that it can contain God in it. Until your goal scares you, you don't have a goal. Why that saying is because make it that it is not about you. It's not an A+ goal. A+ goal is something you can do. The B+ goal, okay, you can stretch yourself a little. The C+ goal, you need to stretch yourself. You need to stretch yourself. If you know you can't achieve this thing, that means you have to go do extra to achieve that. But if I give you, okay, go and set your C+ goal. Look at the way you set it up. You don't even know this foundation. Forget about it. You will still set it. You call the number. Many of you have set goals, and then you call the number, yet you didn't achieve it because there's no foundation. You don't understand what we're doing. When you wake up in the morning and see the kind of goals that you have, you are scared that you have to kneel down and say, God, help me. You know that there must be a divinity part to this. It's not something you can do in the energy of the flesh. Yes, you go through those thought processes. You go through the physical activities. You still know that you increase your self-worth. You make everything to supersede the target according to what goals are. But at the same time, you know that it can only be God. Always be small in your own eyes. Be small in your own eyes. Be humble. Be small, but know who you are and know what you carry and know where your visions are. It's people that will be seeing it. They will say you are humble, but they know that inside you, there is something. No, there is something. You don't brag. But at the end of the day, you are talking. Some people see visionary people are those who are arrogant because of the way you talk, the kind of things you say. Like, what does he? If you look at a man, all the things that he has and everything, when someone open your book, your goal book, when you look at everything you have, you'll be wondering. It doesn't relate. No matter what you have, when they look at your goal book, man, they'll look at, why is there this? Somebody will just be looking at, how can? Because your goal contains God in it. Because somebody can stumble into your goal book. I believe that all of us have our goal book. We need to have a book, a goal book, and dedicated for goals. You're going to do goals the way you've never done it before in your life. We're going to check it because, when somebody look at it, you don't see a connection of what is written now or what the content and what he's seeing about you. When you look at your goals, look at because your vision is what is propelling you and you contain God in it. That's how to do that. You have to make it so high and so big because anything physical is a fraction of that which is spiritual. Let me tell you, life, I told you that goal setting is more of spiritual than physical. So now, you have to make the goal because whatever you are seeing in this physical is a fraction of what you will do. So make your goal, not when somebody look at your goal book and then they say, no, this one, you can achieve it now. This one, I know him. It doesn't, that means there's no goal there. You don't even connect it to your vision. Anything you see physically that you see someone with, maybe a great vision, someone with a great vision, and the goal of that person and everything is not his reward. Whatever you see physically on someone or another is not his word. Someone that have a great vision with a great goal and what you are seeing physically is not his word. It's just a fraction of his word. You need to understand that. So now, there's something I want you to do. I want you to understand that the Bible says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is it. I want you to follow me. We are going divine right now. But now, that word thinketh, what does it mean? If you use concordance, I have a Bible concordance this week, so when I see word, I'll check it there. The word thinketh means, in the Hebrew and the Greek word, it means when you estimate, as a man estimate himself, the way you estimate God. You see from estimate, the synonyms, you see approximate, calculate. As you calculate yourself, so you are. As you estimate yourself, so you are. So I don't know your estimate. We are going to set workable goals, because your life cannot be bigger than your estimation. I don't know what you estimate your life to be right now. Because as the blessing comes to you, this 2023 that we are going, it's going to come to you according to your estimation. I don't know what it is. But I want you to know that God is limitless. You cannot measure God. God is limited, but it is we that are limiting God. So I want you to partner with God in any goal you want to set right now. Many of you will set your goals tomorrow and now today. I want you to partner with God going forward. That's the way to do this. You have to partner with God. As you are here now, let me show you how to do it, to partner with God. As you are here now, listen to me carefully. As you are now sitting, just imagine God. Just imagine God. Just close your eyes. As you're there now, just close your eyes and imagine God sitting close to you, by your side. He's the owner of the universe. He owns everything. He said, my son, my daughter, you have done so well in the past year, and now you are asking me to come to your aid for 2023. Now that you have understood through my son that gold is more spiritual than physical, I want you to still close your eyes. We are walking now. You have known that you can't have a goal until you know your vision, the vision for your life. With the new knowledge that you have now, I want to be your partner, business partner. Let's do business together in 2023. How much will you like to make in 2023? How much? God is asking you. So now, just as you are about to give him an answer, I want you to open your eyes. If you follow that, if you follow what I just did right now, type 777. That's how to partner with God. You sit on your own, you close your eyes, you imagine it. If you did that, type 777. I want to know those who follow. Now, that response that you want to give God, I want you to write it down. He said, how much do you need in 2023? Remember, God is limitless. Whatever you wrote down, that's your financial goal for 2023. Whatever you wrote, God came down. He said, you have a new knowledge now. You understand so many things now. So just the answer you're giving, whatever you wrote down, is going to be your goal for 2023. So now, as you said, that's the way to set goals. You partner with God. And as you want to set goals for 2023 concerning next year, you still partner. I know you as a person, you want to go global ambassador, right? But now you are calling divinity to it. But you know you still go to that top processes. You know you do the physical activities. You know that you have to improve your skills, that will improve your self-worth. You know that. So that you partner with God doesn't mean it not take away the whole thing, just like the other person who go to his pastor, they were praying all night. He forget about what he needs to do. He said, that $100,000, we'll do it. I'll give 10% to that tithe. and all that. And they are praying all night. Once somebody is doing the physical activities, partnering with God gives you the grace. But that does not take away the process. Remember that. But when you know that you have God as your partner, man, your self-confidence go through the roof. You know what we read in self-confidence from? I know that I have the ability to achieve my definite purpose in life. I know that I have it. Why that confidence? I'm partnering with God this time. I know that I have it. God, I told you that God will be judged unfaithful if he told us to go to the world and dominate, go to the world and multiply, if he didn't put that, what it takes to dominate inside us. He put it inside us. That's why he asked us to go and do it. So that's something you want to do. But then another thing you need to do for us to set the workable goals is for you to know that you need to deal on your habits. One of the things you need to do, let me check time to see. Okay, thank God. All right. So now, one of the things that you need to do, you need to make sure. I said, I want to touch my first $2 million in the year 2020. That's how you say it. It's done. So now you need to have habits. Change your habit. And let me tell you, there's, habit will create your future. And make no mistake about it, you're a byproduct of habit. The habit that you've done before is what brought you to where you are today. You need to understand that. So you need to change some habits. There's no such thing like maybe getting rid of a habit. You just have to replace one habit to another. You know that this habit you have is bad. You just have to replace it to something else. So you need to make sure that you take action because we are creatures of habits. All of us have habits, whether good or bad. All you just have to do is to cancel the bad one and pick up the good one because you must have habits. It's normal. It's just cancel this one and take up this one. That's it. So any bad habit you have, you know it, and it's affecting your business. I'm showing you how to set workable goals now. I know that this series cannot end now, but we will try. With what we've done, Seth, on your own, you can do good. You can do better than before. You've already known that there are people in your team that are just here for the money. And when they come, you understand where they're coming from. And you get it. So you know what to do. So you need to change some habits. So now, one of the habits is that you need to take action. Some of us don't take action immediately. Procrastination. You need to make sure, don't procrastinate anymore. This year, next year that is coming. Create a habit, that habit to do it now. Imagine those physical activities, create a habit to do it now. Don't just go into anything and then you say, okay, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it next tomorrow, and all that. You may have a to-do list. Sometimes you just get something, you go straight and do it. I know you are going to be, because you understand it, you are going to be very busy next year. But there's something that we will do. We'll have accountability partners in Bonus Fortuna. What accountability partners is that you may have one person or two people. We know what we want to do. And then you're asking the person, have you done it? Have you done it? You know, you have to prospect today. I may have prospect today. You have to post on social media. Have you put your accountability? Somebody is holding you accountable. Because most times we don't hold ourselves accountable. Me, I hold myself accountable. That's why at times I slept late. Like today, I slept around 3:30. I didn't know, but when I went to bed, it's around 3:30, but I didn't know when I slept off. But I went to bed 3:30. Why? I have to finish my task. I hold myself accountable to finish my task before I sleep. But now, if you cannot hold yourself accountable, have an accountability partner. That accountability partner is what will put you on your toes. Oh, no, I'm out of sir, you say you will do this. We agree that we are going to do Zoom on so and so time to our team, to our leaders. Okay, let's do, because everybody that comes here, you have 1 or 2 or 3 people under you. You are a leader to them. You are their mentor in this business. You are telling them what to do. So you need to be learning, acquiring things, and then passing it down to them. They need to pass down to another one. They need to pass down. That's how to build business. A great organization. So we are going to that. It just come in my mind. I didn't plan it before. So I will talk about it on how to have accountability partners, so that we have what we call mastermind. We have accountability partners. We need to deploy all those things to make sure that everybody is working. Somebody will tell you, no, have you done this? Okay, now I'm going to social media. We said by 12, we are posting on social media. I'm posting, we're advertising, we are doing this, we are doing that, we're doing Zoom. And you make sure that every day you do it. You are talking to new people. The old people that don't want to go forward, you forget them and move. Do you know what makes your new people to start working, the old people to start working? When they see that you have left them and start moving forward and recruiting new people. They will say, this guy is even moving without us. Come. Hey, they even ask persons. Because they can't stop your goal. You are partnering with God this time. It's a different thing. You have a partnership in divinity. So what are you talking about? Everything is possible in 2023. Then, number 2, we need to be consistent. Consistency is important. Now, make sure that you share the opportunity every day. Every day. Share your business. Tell people about it. Be consistent about it. On what you want to do. When you set this goal, those thought processes, those physical actions, be consistent in doing them. We are going to put in physical actions. Let me tell you, this series is not going to end just like that. We are going to be talking about, because you need to know what you need to do, how you're going to do it, and all that. When it comes to make sure that goals are achieved, we have to make sure that we make it to be consistent in what you do, engage in personal growth. How do you grow yourself? Be consistent in that, in growing yourself every day. Read some books. You want to get about this skill. You want to learn about presenting. You want to be consistent in doing them. Those things you are doing to yourself when no one is watching. And when you show up, you become the preferred choice in the marketplace of life. Not when people are watching. Not because you are with people, you start doing as if you study too much. You read too. You can stay with people, they say, this person they do all these things. Maybe. But when you are in your closet, because there's a difference between reading and studying. Reading, you are just carrying the book and you are reading and this person, they read too much. But when you study, you carry your Bible and your paper, you stay there, you are reading, you are marking, that's study. So be consistent in that. So that every day, you need to read that book. You need to go up and pure. And then the tape you are listening to. There are so many good tapes to listen to. Then we have the discipline. These are habits. Have the discipline to follow through all the things that you need to do. There's what we call the 4 Ds of leadership. We call it decision. We have determination. We have, discipline. Into the 3rd one. So you have to be determined to set action, to do what you want to. You have to make a decision for your life. The determination to follow your forward path. And the discipline to do whatever that is necessary. Whatever that is necessary. Follow through. Don't care. Discipline yourself properly. That's when you will get there. Then the best one is focus. There's something I want us to do. Tell your team. In the next 12 months, that's 2023, let's be focused. Let's focus on this thing. Let's see what happens. There's no way to look left, right, and center. Let's focus on next gen. Let's focus on it for 12 months and see what happens. Let's be there. You've not, don't look elsewhere. Don't look side by side. Let's get to this thing real. Let's bring out the meat, everything that is inside the soup, everything inside. Let's bring it out. Let's focus here for 12 months. If something you've not done before, let's do it. He said, let's do this. The company is good. They're here for a long time. They said, but let us stay for 12, not any other year. Say, this 2023, let's make it a habit to focus for 12 months and see what happens. That will change your life. That will change your life. So many things will be coming in January, February, things, the grass is always greener at the other side. But can we focus? That's why we need to have accountability partners, everything, to make sure that everybody get focused. Who is coming? He said, as you are coming into my team this January or this February, what we are doing is just to focus on next term for the next 12 months. Let's just do it together in 2023. Have to do list to make sure that everything that you're going to do, how you're going to do it for the next 12 months, let's stay here, 100%. If you want to change your life, just tell the person. You just have what it takes. Let's do it. Then we have what we call grift. Now we'll talk about what is grift, because I know we understand this one. I like to define things. Grift is courage and resolve. Maybe you may call it, maybe strong character. Are you getting? You have a very strong character. You have courage. You have this, so and all that. Now, what does it mean now? There will be a time where things will not be fun in this journey of 12 months. And there will be a time that things will not be sweet. Things will be bad. So there will be some winter season or dry season in your business. When you go up, it seems as if people are not following you or something. But let's be focused. There will be a time people will tell you that you are not doing good. You are not even supporting them properly. Some people will see you as a bad leader. Some people will talk bad about you, even when you do everything to help them. They feel that you are not doing much because everybody expected you to do much for them. Maybe you are not doing much, but I want you to still stay strong. Have that strong character, have that courage, resolve to continue to go forward, no matter what anybody says. Some people will come and talk bad. Some people will come and say that you are not doing this, you are not doing that. You have to be strong in your will. There is a saying that you can tell a man's size by the size of the problem that took him down. That will take him down. That's when you tell a man's. So there'll be problem. There'll be time that your team will piss you off. But you need to be resolved that this is where I'm going. It doesn't matter what anybody thinks. I want you to know that people will blame you for so many things. They may want out of your team. Just stay there. Just stay there for your focus and on that. Then be a problem solver. Always look out for ways to help your team. Always look out for ways to get to support them. Whatever they ask you, always be there. Do your best. There are people that they don't want to, be a problem solver. When anything that happens, either I'll put it to my upline, I'll put it to they blame me for everything. They don't want to problem solve, but always be there for your people. Anybody that registers, whatever they ask, come down to talk to them. What do you really want? If they have a misunderstanding of that, explain it to them. But if they still resolve that this is what they want, no problem. But be a good problem solver. Let me check time. Wow. We have 1 minute to go. All right. So be a problem solver. If you can change your habit and begin to change things to better, you start getting good results. Because no matter what, I've shown you how to set workable goals. Any goal you want to talk about, you know there are physical activities you need to go. So the goal is not that we are going to do it maybe on Monday. You just come up, okay, this is my financial goal. This is my goal for next gen. I want to be a global ambassador. Okay, now, what are the physical activities that I need to go through? You put it down. This is what makeup goals. That one is just a target, but it's a goal, global ambassador. So now, what are the target? House. Then, what are the physical activities I need to go on? This is what I need to do. This is who I need to become. I need to build myself to become this, for me to attract this, because I can't just get there. You can be coming to Bonus Fortuna without global ambassador or nothing. I'm so glad and grateful that I'm now a global ambassador before the end of 2023. Maybe you now say it every January, February, you say maybe senior manager in January, senior manager, because you are going there. You'll be talking about it and it'll be going. So let's fire up as if we've never started next gen. We just want to start in 2023. Start in a clean shape. So those who are with you, who are not seeing where you're going, don't blame them. They don't understand. Oh, their vision is different. I can understand now. So now let's go in there. That's why we said you can't set goal without vision, knowing the vision of your life. Most times, what we set as goal are illusions. So because of our time, I promise not to take it away because we've already succeeded with 30 minutes. And I thank you for being here. So I want to stop here right now. But if you get value on this, if you really know what to do next, if you already know that with this Saturday and Sunday, you can sit down and set workable goals for your life, partnering with God, I want you to show it by typing 111, 111. If you know how to sit down and partner with God, with divinity, to set your goal, knowing fully well, yes, you know, you can do this, you can do that, you have what to do. But you know that you need to partner with divinity to get it done, because when your goal scares you, you know you need help. And then that's what keeps you on your toes, because you can't start setting A+ goal or B+ goal, and then you just say you set goal. No, stretch it so hard. But why are you stretching it? Because there's a divine help coming. But that does not take away the process that you need to go, that what goals are. So if you know you can do your goal, Saturday, Sunday, you set up a good goal so that by Monday when we're doing affirmation calls, you can call that goal name. I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm this. When somebody says, I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm a magnet, attracting the wealth and the health and the happiness I desire, that means you work on yourself to become a magnet. It's not that you just go, because anywhere you go, you give out value and you get what you want. If you give value to the world, you cannot escape reward. That's the truth. So now I want to stop here. And I know that by Monday, I believe Monday, Tuesday, we'll round this up and then your goals will be ready, because you are going to do that on your own. And then from there, we show you how to now perfect it. And then we're all gone. We started doing our things and then doing our affirmation back. Thank you for being part of this call. So to close the call, I will call on Promise, one of our amazing leaders, to close the call this morning. Thank you and God bless you.